Hey guys, it's Rin from Date Needles Productions, and today Sierra said she wanted to tell you guys a story about how our friendship started. Oh, I gotta cover up this logo. About how our friendship.
It's not sponsored.
About how our friendship started. So this is gonna be a one-take video with no editing. Probably gonna be really crappy, but really funny. About some story Sierra's about to tell, and I have no idea what it's about at all. And she didn't tell me the story because she wanted to tell you guys. So here we go.
Oh wait, you're not gonna stop the intro? Okay.
No.
Okay, so first, she's just like, "Hey, are you friends with Lane?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. I mean, I've known him since kindergarten." And then she's like, "Oh, well, I'm his girlfriend." I'm like, "Oh, well, hi." And well, this was all on Instagram, just so you know. And then she's like, "I love you." And I'm like, "Okay, we're friends." And so the next day she walks up to me, she's like, "I know you." And I'm like, "I know you too." I'm like, "Wait, how do I know you?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I know you." So then after that, we just kept going, "I know you, I know you, I know you, I know you." And then finally, it came to the day we had to go to fall convention, and we were on the back of the van, Briley's van, and then I saw her backpack. I'm like, "That's a cool backpack." She goes, "I did it myself." And I'm like, "Did what?" And you're like, "Tie-dye." And I'm like, "You're cool. I like you. Can you tie-dye my backpack? Can you do that for me?"
Can you tie-dye my body?
And then I'm like, "Please." And then you're like, "Sure, this one's kind of crappy." I'm like, "Kind of crappy? How?" And you're like, "Oh, well, I kind of got it wet after I tie-dyed it." I'm like, "What? How? That's amazing." And I'm like, "What do you have in that bag?" She's like, "Snacks." And I'm like, "Oh, you're definitely my friend."
It was just a whole entire backpack filled with snacks. Okay.
And then we had to switch vehicles after that. And then I'm like, "Okay, why is your phone shattered?" And you're like, "Oh, it's just playing Pokemon Go." It fell out of my pocket. And so her whole phone was shattered. And then she got a new phone, but that's not the point. After that, she gave me, after we switched vehicles, she gave me a Sour Patch Kid. And I went to get it. Kinley tried to grab it from my hand. Then I dropped it behind the seat. Then I looked at her. I'm like, "Can I have another one?" And you're like, "Yeah, sure. What color?" I'm like, "Blue." And she's like, "I don't have any more blue. I ate them all." I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "Orange." And you're like, "No, I like orange." I'm like, "Yellow." And you're like, "Oh, sure. Here's the yellow. It's my last yellow, but here, have it." And I'm like, "Okay, then."
Well, nobody likes the green ones.
I don't like the green ones. And then, so after that, a lot of stuff happened. And I asked her for advice. She was really nice about it. And I'm like, "Hey, we can be buddies."
Sorry, I dropped my drink.
And then I went to her saxophone lesson, and I was just sitting there in this mini chair, and I kept making it go to the left, and to the right, to the left. And all of a sudden, you hear a squeak, and I'm like, "Oh crap, Mr. McDougal's gonna kick me out." So I just stayed still for about half an hour, and I'm like, "Okay, it's over." So we got out, and then I'm like, "Okay, where are we gonna eat?" And you're like, "Chick-fil-A." And I'm like, "I'm allergic." And you're like, "But that's my favorite place." And I'm like, "I'm allergic." And she's like, "How are you allergic?" And I'm like, "I'll puke." And she's just like, "You're going somewhere else." And I'm like, "Okay, so guess where we go? We go to Wendy's. I eat their chicken nuggets, and guess what? Their chicken nuggets taste like crap." So don't get Wendy's chicken nuggets. Then I started getting their chicken sandwiches. Then she's like, "You know, you can go to somewhere else." And I'm like, "Really?" And she's like, "Yeah, you can go to somewhere else." And I'm like, "Where can I go?" And she's like, "Well, you can go to Burger King." And I'm like, "All right." So I went to Burger King. Then after Burger King, we just decided to go to the mall. And I'm like, okay, what will I eat in the mall? And because they took out Burger King in the mall, and she's like, do you like Pizza Place? I'm like, oh yeah, I like Pizza Place. So we went into the mall, and guess what? I found Chinese food. I'm like, thank God for Chinese food. And so,
What does this have to do with our friendship?
just keep listening. And then I went and I got a wonton. And I told her it looked like a pimple.
Like Fred.
Then I squeezed it. They're like, oh, like pus is coming out. She's like, ew. And then I ate it. And she goes, oh, you continue to eat it. And I'm like, and then you're like, okay, are we friends? I'm like, yeah. She's like, you're my best friend. I'm like, well, you're my best friend. Boom! Boom. Did you like our story?
You literally just made that up. Did you just make that up?
No.
Even
I've thought of that.
the end, it stops at Chinese food?
It stops at, well, do you want me to finish the rest of the story?
Yeah.
Then I went to Madeline's for a week. And I came back. We went, what's it called? 7-Eleven. And I got this. And then I told you guys the video wasn't sponsored. And she got those.
And then I said. And then I said.
What did you say?
And then I said. And then I said. And then I said. And then I said.
Ah!